got next. Right here, I got next. me get next.
Think I used to pity you. To think I used to pity you. It's true. To think I used to pity you. To think I used to talk to you. It's true. Next time we can talk about it. Or even start again. I couldn't tell you what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? I knew you were low, man. But the truth is, I was shocked.
I'm in. Hey, yo, let me get next. Yo, I got next. Hey, yo, right here.
DJ Khaled.
I got next game. Hey, right here, I got next. Let's go, I got next. Hey, I'm next. Yo, I got next right here. up next? I got next. Yo, I got next. Yo, let me get next. Yo, let me get next game. Let's go, I got next. I'm in.
We got James Harden and that beard of his. Look, this guy's relentless. We know he's going to attack the basket all night long. So I'm going to make it my personal mission to keep that from happening. As long as we keep jumping those passing lanes, we can give them a run for their money. I know I'll be ready.
Let's take them back.
It's the Pacers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup, a time-honored tradition. The NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And here's Beverly. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Utah.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Hit his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. The Pacers making a switch here. Hill's checked in.
Jordan Hill.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the 3. He's a pretty valuable commodity. Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Harden kicks to Capella. Now, here's Brewer. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. On the wing, Harden. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 5 points so far.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Inside. They swipe it. .157 left in the first quarter. Back to Beverly for the 3. Pacers with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
Interconference action here. 2 games in all between these two teams. It'll be fun to watch.
Hill passes to Mahimi, and here's Miles outside. Rebounded by Capella. Rockets leading by 3. There's 1:17 left to play in the first, and it's Beverly missing. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there, and he goes in for the dunk.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
Heads-up basketball, plain and simple, guys. Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Harden dishes to Moniunas. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And that one's good. Freak.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Harden up top, defended by Man. Harden up top. A 26-point game for him in the win against Utah. Odiunis has the open look. Off target from outside.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the front.
Here, talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to...
I think I had that all my life. I always had to prove somebody wrong, man.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to... So for the Rockets, Josh Smith, he's checked in for Jones. Beasley comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's James Harden in for Brewer. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Allen. Freaks checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And it's Hill in for Monte Ellis. Smith at the power forward with Howard at the center. Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. And it's Beasley in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Houston.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans was a big factor. He ended with 7 points, and he was a free throw machine. A ton of his work done at the charity stripe. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Here's Smith. No good off the front iron. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Well, Greg, you and I have talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if then free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Monty in Indiana with a change here, too. Miles is checked in. Hill against Beverly. Hill kicks to Freak. No good on the three. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble. Pass
to Mahinmi. To the inside. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
And it's Freak missing. Hill against Beasley, and the layup's good off the glass. Beasley's got 4 points this quarter.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And the first half is now in the books. Rockets ahead. They lead by 9. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Coach Vogel, a tough going for your guys so far tonight. What's been the biggest obstacle to pulling off your game plan?
Well, they're just a great defensive team. You know, we're not handling our pressure well enough. We're trying to work it inside.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
George having a fantastic game. 13 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity.
Capella's checked in, and it's Moniunas in for Michael Beasley. On the court for Indiana, Man in a two-guard. Hill is out there with C.J. Miles. Then there's Ian Mahimi, and it's Stuckey in at the point. Capella kicks to Moniunas. It's stolen by Hill. Stuckey up top. Ariza covering, and a wide-open look for Freak. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Harden the pass to Brewer. There's a screen by Moniunas. Ariza has the open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Ariza's got 14 points for the game.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And that one's good. Free.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Rockets leading by 15. There's the pass to Brewer. The 15-footer. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. He has 5.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant. I'll tell you what, he'll get some of those hustle points if he keeps boxing out like that.
And it's Ariza in the corner. Back to Harden for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Dishes it to Freak. His first shot coming late. And again, it's Indiana.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The Rockets shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Now, here's Brewer. He's covered by Man. Harden's shot is off. Stuckey. Can't hit. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Rockets lead by 18. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard. Moniunas has checked in. Rockets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Down low, it's Jones and Howard together. Beasley out there with Harden. And it's Moniunas in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And that one's good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Lawson dishes to Miles. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Stuckey kicks to Freak. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. And it's 8 points for Freak.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Jones, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Tremendous output from Jones. 10 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Smith checked in for Howard. Decker comes in for Moniunas. Corey Brewer's checked in for Michael Beasley. And it's Terry in for James Harden.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Houston.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a two-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Harden. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Decker passes to Terry. Out to the wing. Fires for 3. Decker can't hit.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
The offensive rebound. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, gentlemen, I'm here with James Harden, and congratulations on a nice performance tonight. It certainly seemed like you guys were confident and in control with the flow of your offense.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. And we did a great job of actually just, guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Easy shots usually mean made shots. James, thanks for the time. Guys?
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game.
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love, a player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kitchen sink at him, he still gets the job done. It's the confidence, the drive, and the spirit that makes James Harden a superstar.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
It's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Hey, freaking and vibing in these, baby.
I'm coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And now be ready.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Brooklyn, New York, as the Nets take it to the hardwood here at the Barclays Center. For the Pacers right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start to the road trip here. They've struggled game after game to secure wins. It's been a tough haul, but they've had to feel like this game provides them a good chance to win.
Kevin, I have not been able to quite identify what the problem's been for this team, but obviously neither have they because they continue to struggle. I know they're working hard to get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's been a dead end.
Yeah, an effort, to your point, really not the issue. But you do have to wonder whether or not they have the right pieces to the puzzle, or at least have them in the right places. So some adjustments are going to have to be made, and I think that's going to be the challenge for this.
Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Allen. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for George. And Freak subbed in for Hill. Now here's Freak. He averages about 5 points a game. To the paint, here's Mahinmi. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mahinmi's got his first points in this one.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition. Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
And Sloan kicks to Sims. And that one comes up a bit short. Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
This is to Ellington. 1:30 left here in the first quarter. Sloan, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Hill sets the screen for Freak. The shot goes down, and he gets this game back to even. Freak's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Right wing feeds it to Sloan. 5 on the clock. With some arc, and it's sent back by Hill. And the shot is good. And here is Ellis. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland. Now here's Freak. Ellington defending. Here's Mann. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. Screen by Young. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Ellington from outside, and he gets the bucket. Ellington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's the Nets. They lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA. Good points, Clark, but roll. That ends up with a new group on the floor. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And so in the game for the Pacers. Mann in at shooting guard. C.J. Miles is out there with Hill. And there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers stepped up to deliver. He chipped in his share of points, and he also added a few assists as he set up his teammates as well. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
1:14 left to play here in the half. The dish now to Mahinmi. Ellis kicks to Hill. Good defensive work there by Young.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Deflects the pass. Ellis dishes to Miles. And the basket's good.
Part of the reason that they're down is that they haven't been as strong in the paint here. I mean, they've gotten away from taking that ball into the paint with force and strength and attitude.
And for C.J. Miles, he sure can string together a long line of threes under the league with a nice jump shot that has now become deadly.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the free throw line much, and he's not really much of a playmaker, but he's 3D in color. HD 3D.
27 seconds left in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mann. And the 3 off target. Nets leading by 12. Here's Sloan. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. He dishes it to Lopez from 11 feet away. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Nets lead by 12. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn.
Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Now for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. Freaks checked in for George. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Monte Ellis. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Young. And then there's Henry Sims. Then there's Wayne Ellington. And it's Sloan in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Hill.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
They set the pick. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Screen by Young. Ellington the pass to Sims. Just 4 to shoot. Kicks it to Ellington. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ellington's got 6 points. Pacers trail by 9. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And a quick check of the stats for Sloan. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 5 points a night, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indiana. Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Hill kicks to Freak. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 10 points for him.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's Sloan. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. And the Nets miss again.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Hill dishes to Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And checking out the game for Freak. 10 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
And he sinks the second. 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ellington kicks to Sloan. And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. He feeds it to Ellington. Tries from 10. To the paint. Young, right side. And another shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's the Nets. They lead by 7. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next.
Let's take them back.
And the final period of play just about to start.
94. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and
Pacers trail by 7. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Allen is out there with Turner. And it's Ellis in at the point. Stuckey passes to Turner. 6 to shoot. George, that's a two-pointer. A rebound by the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Jack with it. Lopez, a screen on George. And Jack, here we go. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Nets. Outside, George, the feed to Allen. No luck. The Nets go the other way with it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Ellis. Rebounded by Kilpatrick.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Bogdanovic dishes to Lopez. And Bogdanovic kicks to... Some changes here for the Pacers. Mahimi's checked in for Turner. Freak comes in for George. And George Hills subbed in for Rodney Stuckey. Now Jack. Sloan in the corner. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lopez. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. So for the Nets, Henry Sims is checked in for Lopez. Reed comes in for Young, and Ellington is subbed in for Jarrett Jack. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indiana. Stuckey comes in for Ellis. Pacers trail by 18. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. Indiana moving the ball around. Now here's Freak. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. Shot is no good.
Just a really... solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
Ty Lawson, he's checked in for George Hill.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
And Miles kicks to Lawson. Here's Mann, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Cleveland. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and he dunks it down.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
And a wide-open look for Freak. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Sloan. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And
I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. As a unit, the team seemed to have a cohesive approach out there. How important was the lift you got from the bench?
You know, we have such a great starting unit, and I think our second unit gets overlooked a lot. You know, they come in, I honestly think they're better than a lot of the first units in the league.
Brooke, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now, time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Without further ado, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing one-on-one or one-on-5. That is a great percentage.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
As I was saying, we got a real big problem. All this kitty stuff, your evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your image is cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching, and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right, man.
Nah. It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature, all right? Take your man here. He's playing this here video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Ooh.
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
He wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. But recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? Now that Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo, but that's my point. Yo, let me get you some nice jewels, huh? Make you flossy. Get you a new whip, something that the hood will love. Let's remind these fools that you the Harlem Renaissance up in this piece. Get a club, I don't know, something. Just throw your weight around, man.
I mean, at least get me some, too.
Yeah, and get some nice free vet, too.
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness. You think it's that bad?
Yo. Cats be laughing at your corny commercials, B.
Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, we could change all that. Hey, now, I know CC's your manager and all, but everywhere she leads, you can't always follow. Now, I'm not trying to catch no charge, but CC got people out here laughing at you, fam. Now, just let me take care of everything. You're the CEO, I'm the CFO, Chief Flossing Officer. You hit me with that bread, and I got you.
CC.
How y'all doing?
CC?
Freak, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what up?
In private?
CC, go ahead.
Okay, well, I thought we were supposed to be having a private meeting today to discuss business.
CC, what you think we're doing?
Am I talking to you? You know what? Y'all ain't talking business. Y'all talking nonsense.
We were actually discussing the questionable nature of the promotional strategy that you and Dom have employed on Freak's behalf, and how it doesn't necessarily resonate with his core fan base, primarily due to the fact that it negates the legitimacy of his personal background and history in favor of reaching a larger, primarily more disinterested demographic that would prefer to judge Freak's past as opposed to appreciate it.
Yo, what Yvette said, 4 times 25, 100.
Oh, so now you know your times tables. Yvette, occasionally proving that you're articulate doesn't mean you have business acumen. Beyond, of course, your clear mastery of basic arithmetic, we all know you can add up how much Freak makes.
Okay, Cece, that's enough.
No, you know what, Cece? You're absolutely
Anywho,
right.
Freak,
And speaking of basic arithmetic, how much of Freak's money do you take?
Okay, what did I just say about Team
what?
Freak?
A manager?
What did I
Is that
just
what
say
you know
about
what?
Team
The
Freak?
only members of Team
Good.
Freak in here are me and you.
Oh, you know what, Cece? This isn't the womb, okay? It's not just you and Freak.
Speaking of, how's that going for you?
Hey, come on.
Oh, snap.
You gonna let her
Hey,
talk to me
yo,
like that, really?
this
You need to
is
check
way
her
too
now.
cold in here, and I ain't even
Check
talking
her
about
now.
Gorilla. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm out.
You know what? I think
I'm
I'll
out.
join you.
Oh, darlings, please. Please, have a seat. I would just love to hear what you all were just discussing. Better yet, let me guess. Hey, yo, I'm saying, dude, what you need to do is hit up these parties. Yeah, you need to show these fools how you still have mad love for the hood. Get you some flossy jewels. Make sure every time they see you whistling the new whip. Better yet, let's get us a dealership or a club or something. Never mind that house you promised your twin sister you promised you get for your parents who are still in the projects where you left them.
Yo, that's not fair. I ain't leaving my ass.
Hey,
and you know I'll never leave our parents in projects.
Thing, fam. I'll take care of everything. All you gotta do is break me off with that bread. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow. You know what, Cece? I don't know what's going on with you tonight, but I think it's best you go home. We will continue our meeting here.
You asking me to leave?
Yes.
Hey, yo, Freak. It's all good, man. As a matter of fact, CC, now, I know you don't like me. You never have. Now, I don't know what I ever did to you. But at this point, does it really matter anymore? Look, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry. But whatever it was, I can honestly say it was not intentional. All right? Hey, Freak. Think about what I said earlier, man. I ain't trying to catch no charge. Vet, you ready?
Let's bounce.
Cece. Okay, you know I love you more than life itself.
And how come you always put them before me? I don't put anyone above you, not even myself.
You sure about that, Cece? What would you just call all this? I mean, you come in here blowing up my spot and you insult my brother?
He's not our brother.
You disrespect my woman.
Just trying to protect you.
From who? From the likes of you? But you don't think I realize that I have vultures and blood-sucking leeches in my life? Don't think I realize that you're one of them?
Bloodsucker?
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I think the problem is. It's because you realize you're no better than them and you're ashamed. But in fact, you're worse because we share the same blood. And just because they don't have the same blood running through their veins as us, doesn't mean that they don't love me. Yeah, their love might be flawed, but it's true. What you need to understand is I don't need you to protect me anymore. I don't mind the people closest to me leeching off me. Yes, you do leech off me, and I leech off you too. You love business and you love me. I use that. Vic? Vic? You know he don't mind running these streets. He's my connection to things I don't want to deal with anymore, so I let him do him. I take care of him, and in return, he looks out for me in places you know you can't. And as much as you don't want to hear this, Yvette, she is the eye of the storm in my life right now. She is my only calm. She's my peace, my shelter. I use these people and they use me. I just don't call it that, CC. I don't call what you do using me. I call what you do caring for me. Forgive yourself and forgive them for using the resources at their disposal to get what they need. And what you need to learn to do is just trust me. Okay, I've always had a good judge of character, even before I was born. Remember? Because I chose to come in this world with you. That's right. It was me and you in the womb just kicking it. Right? Right?
I was born first.
Yeah, you were. Swish.
Some people say you just a hanger-on, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Yo, because people just don't know,
They
yo.
be hating?
They be hating. They hating on my game. They hating on our friendship. See, FOF, friend of freak. See, nobody got that like I do. And everybody else wants that. Who doesn't? But that's my boy. I'm in that spot. That is my lane, and everybody else just gotta make way for that, you know?
That's him, but who are you?
Nah, man, I got my own life, you know? People think I'm just sitting back and riding on him, but that's not the case, yo. I got dreams. I got dreams, yo. See, my boy knows, right? There's two ways that I could do this. I could do it a legit way, or I could do it the crooked way. And I'm really, really, really trying not to do it the crooked way, but Freak can't help me do that.
He could put you on?
Maybe. You gotta do what you gotta do when you need to do it to get ahead. And that's what I do, and I'm just really good at it. What can I say? I get by, day by day, step by step.
Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on.
We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting them down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect, and we watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just got to throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
It's an interconference contest here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder play one at home. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at Indiana. This is a team in search of an identity. They've dropped 7 of their last 8, and they have looked completely out of sync.
You know, it's been a struggle on the road for this team, and they're beginning another road trip right now.
And they've got to do whatever they can to change recent history, guys. I mean, they haven't looked comfortable when they've had to travel, not at all. And you've got to have some success on the road if you want to do well in the league.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. We've got Lavoy Allen, George Hill out there with Ellis. Then there's Ian Mahinmi, and it's George in at the small forward. Now here's Durant, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on George.
And guys, it's easy to forget sometimes just how young Kevin Durant still is. I mean, last season, he became the second youngest player to get to 15,000 points.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Waiters in for Roberson. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. C.J. Miles comes in for George. And Freak subbed in for Ellis. Now here's Freak. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. From deep, Miles. Good. The assist goes to Hill. For Durant getting to 15,000 points, the only player, Clark, to do it quicker was LeBron James.
Yeah, and it's even more impressive when you realize that Durant did spend 1 year in college, Kevin. You take a year off his age, and he and LeBron got to that point plateau in virtually the same amount of time.
Here's Waiters. Oh, that's blocked. They retain possession. Pacers leading by 3. 1:43 left in the first quarter. Freak sets a screen for Hill. No good from outside.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
The Pacers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Allen with the screen for Hill. To the wing right side. Dishes it to Freak. Shot clock at 6. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Well, if you believe that a point guard's defense is just as important as his offense, then these guys have been outstanding lately. The point guard steal leaders from the past 10 games. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And all those swipes have come for him because of that endless energy with which he plays on the defensive end. I mean, whoever he's guarding, he sticks to them like glue on the perimeter.
You know, for many point guards in this league, defense is an afterthought. He's not one of those guys. I mean, he puts as much into his D as he does into his O.
And Durant, here we go. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Pacers leading by 4. Pass to Hill. From 13, Kevin Durant with the rebound.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
And so here is Indiana, following the score by Oklahoma City. And it's Freak missing. There's 25 seconds left to play here. That jam! Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Pacers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Now here's Durant. The 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Pacers lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And C.jDaMan, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him. Well, if you wonder how much difference been here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Kevin Durant's checked in for Waiters. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. C.J. Miles comes in for Jordan Hill. Freak's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And George Hill's subbed in for Ellis. On the court right now for the Pacers. Man in at shooting guard. Paul George is out there with C.J. Miles. Then it's George Hill. And it's Turner in at the 5. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets had an off game. He had 6 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. Obviously a tough patch of games, as he's now been sliding for a while. He says that he's changing his routine, getting more rest, and even adjusting his eating to, quote, jolt himself into gear. Let's see what he does in this one.
Great job, Doris, as always. Thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on, Greg, from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with the losses.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for them to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
Here's Hill. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Hill kicks to Freak. And there's the pass to Turner. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Freak. The feed to George.
Too much.
And here's Hill for 3. And Roberson pulls it down. Roberson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Durant. Oklahoma City moving it around. Westbrook wide open. He fires. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Exactly. I'm right with you there, Greg. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. Make sure you get the last shot here.
Freak kicks to Hill. Man. He caught it.
My goodness.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave him to him.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Thunder out in front. They lead by 5. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, there was a point where you seemed to kick it into high gear. What changed as this first half progressed?
Well, we stayed with our defense. I think we were a little lazy at the end of that first quarter. We just came out and made them shoot tough shots, rebound the basketball, and get out and get some easy points.
Kevin, thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
What a performance from Durant here. He's got 11 points and 4 assists. He's a one-man wrecking crew out there.
Truly, they have no answer.
Waiters comes in for Roberson, and it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Indiana also making some changes. Hill, he's checked in for Lavoy Allen. Freak comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for George Hill. Durant, the 3, and Ibaka, the 4. Deion Waiters is out there with Payne, and it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Now here's Payne. Defense right on him. The 17-footer. That's good from Cantor on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 5 assists tonight.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Ellis outside. Kicks it to Freak. Clock at 6. And once again off the mark by Indiana. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
It's Durant on the wing. Durant with another miss.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. The Pacers have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. That free throw good for Mahinmi. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Then for the Pacers, Turner's checked in for Hill. And it's C.J. Miles in for Freak. Pacers trail by 7. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. Man in a 2-guard. Lavoy Allen out there with Paul George. Then there's Hill, and it's Hill in at the 1 spot. And that one's good. Freak. Paul George. Here's Westbrook. Feeds it to Robertson. Screen by Ibaka. Durant with a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range. And the Thunder lead by 8.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And George, here we go.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Roberson. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Westbrook. The shot from the low post is good. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Hill has the open look. The shot no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
Well, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
We call that a collabo because everybody's boxing out and making sure they secure the glass.
And George kicks to Freak. And it's Hill penetrating. No good. Good D by Westbrook. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And it's a 9-point Thunder lead.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Here's Man. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, G, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Westbrook kicks to Roberson, and now it's a double-digit lead. And the Thunder lead by 10.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
And it's Freak missing.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
At the elbow, it's Allen. Here we go, all alone. Roberson gets the bucket. Roberson's got 4 points this quarter.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. Miami's checked. So no problem for Oklahoma City is.
Kevin, during that second half, we heard Coach call.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Russell Westbrook. And in what seems like the same old for him, he scored yet another double-double. Talk about Mr. Dependable. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
Yo, Freak, what's up, baby? What's up? We see you.
Yo. What up?
Basquiat, let's go. Got that art for y'all, that real spit. They call me Basquiat. The Harlem take my pockets full of fat knots, making all the ladies drop. Paint me street corners green, my bank knows the color of scene. Half man, half amazing. Call me Simi out the demigod. Halo crown with the dollar sign, got them hoping. A ghetto saint with grand designs, call me focus. Before the Basquiat, the streets is hopeless. I'm that Harlem Saint painting pictures, making new kind of skill, banking up to 12 figures. They call me Basquiat, pockets full of fat knots, dust till dawn. Your boy makes the street pop, got it on lock, body don't stop, make it hot. Love it when the bunnies bounce when they on top. Basquiat, I got 107 C's, making waves so the world knows me. Money no time for playing games when the game ain't funny. On them bars, yo, I'm telling you.
record a nice mixtape, do a nice video, get some honeys up in there dancing. Hey, we could build a franchise around this, yo. Hey, I want us to do a deal, freak.
I mean, what you mean by us, Vic?
I mean us, as in you and me and you, putting some serious...
What?
You heard me? I'm Basquiat. That's me.
That's you?
Yeah, 100.
Okay, you nice with it. What? Yeah. Wow, okay.
Thanks, man.
Basquiat.
Yo, we don't need no major label to make this happen, man. And in the end, we reap all the benefits. Think about it.
I know what you're thinking. I know it's Colonel Young Park, too.
Yo, Coach Judy was the best. I remember when she took us from park to park so we could play in the courts and the projects.
Word. Yo, Coach Judy would have us shoot hundreds of jumpers all over the court with both hands.
Hey, you caught onto the ambidextrous thing real fast, though.
Right. Now, but you were a beast with the hops. You were like 13, 5'6", and could reverse dunk with 2 hands. Come on, man. Whoa! Yeah, used to bug all the older dudes out on the court.
Yep. Oh, good times, man. Good times.
What's wrong, Vic? What's wrong?
It's nothing, man. It's silly, really.
Come on, Vic. Fess up.
I'm thinking about how fortunate you are. You know, how blessed you are. You know, you grew up with a mom's and a dad. Both parents. Your family treated me like family when my dad died in Greenhaven in his 9th year on his 40-year bid. You remember that?
Yeah.
And I turn around, my mom's died from that flu. That sick parting gift my dad left my mom's.
Oh, I feel you, Vic. But it's all right, man. You know, your moms and pops were good people. You know, may they rest in power.
So you're gonna patronize me now? You're gonna pity the little boy whose worthless, low-budget parents died from AIDS? Is that what you're gonna do? Yo, don't pity me, all right? And don't play me neither. As a matter of fact, go play the lottery, because, hey, you never know. Your chances might be better.
Vic. What are you doing right now?
You got everything, don't you, freak? What do I have? Nothing. Man, I got nothing. You won't even, your cheap butt won't even front me the Skrilla I need to back a Basquiat mixtape, yo. And on top of that, I get banned from traveling with the team. I get banned from the locker rooms. I get banned from the arena. What? Would you let them do this to your best friend, man? What kind of friend are you?
Vic, you being serious right now. You're serious. Yeah, you sound like you on some Welch's sour grape right now, man. You jelly?
I ain't jealous of you, freak.
You sure, man? Because this, well, I don't know what you call this little tirade. It spreads like some Welch's grape jelly. Are you jealous?
Like I said, I ain't jealous of you, freak. As a matter of fact, I think you are jealous of me. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think you jealous of the way that I'm laying it down with these hotties on Instagram while you stuck at home with your one blazing beauty. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't get heated because you went behind my back to get at Yvette, and she turned you down, B. Oh, what's wrong, Basquiats? Yeah, that's right. Look at you. Out there drowning in the middle of a whack lake without a lifesaver.
Brother, real talk. You know how I get. All right, I was feeling a little friendly. I got a little loose with it, you know. I was just up and out. You know me, man.
Save that riff for Heathcliff. Yvette told me all about it. I kept it on the low. See if you ever was gonna mention it. You did it. You broke the code, B. One never steps to his boy's boo, even after they break up.
But you broke the code. And you know you did. But you know what? It's still all love here. But it's you who chooses this life in these streets. You know, you want to get on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Tinder, trying to chase these thirsty tens. Yeah, use my name as a coupon. Reel them all in. Hey, sweet thing. Hey, sweetie pie. Hey, shawty, you know I'm a FOF, a friend of freak. And then when they husbands and boyfriends start coming after you and you want to play the macho man role, start throwing hands, scrapping and fighting, who's the one that has to bail you out of jail? Huh? Who's the one that has to pay these lawyers in six-figure settlements, huh? Me! Not you. Oh, no, not you, Vic. And then when you want to throw these lavish parties without consulting me, who's the one stuck with the bill, Vic, huh? Me! Not you! But me! I have hit you off in the past 10 months with $250,000, Vic. $250,000! That's a lot of money. I don't mind you eating, but when you being a glutton, and a glutton off my plate and my food, love is love, but I'm keeping it 10 times 10 with you right now, Vic. 100! As usual, 100.
You right. Right, freak. You've been carrying me for a long time. I've been a burden and a hindrance to you. And I'm sorry. I thank you for your generosity of finance. I thank you for your generosity of friendship. I thank you for your generosity of spirit.
You know what? It's all good, my brother.
But you owe me.
Owe you?
Yeah, you owe me.
Yeah, how you figure
Big
that?
time.
Uh-huh. How? How?
Dirt Bike Donnie. Remember him? Dude who was robbing everybody in the towers?
Vic, I thought we was never, ever gonna talk about that.
Oh, you thought wrong, homie. I remember it like it was yesterday. Remember when we were on the stairwell in the building? Remember that? We had just brought our sheepskin coats from Delancey Street, our senior year of high school. You were the hottest prospect in the country. and Donnie's jealous butt, man, he had it out for you and me. But more so you, freak. More so you. Remember when he saw our brand new fresh sheepskin coats? Oh, dude lost his mind. He ran up on you and told you to run it.
Man.
Oh, man, he wanted your coat.
Yo, nah, Vic.
Oh, he wanted it so
Vic,
bad.
no, we were fighting, all right? We were fighting. Okay, then he reached in his coat, and when he pulled, we struggled, man.
Yeah.
And when he pulled back, he fell down stairway by himself and cracked his head in two.
Yo, man, hey, calm down. Yo, it's all good. It's all good, fam. I was there. Remember that? I was there. I saw the whole thing. It's like you said. Everything happened so fast, you know? You was working off of adrenaline and pure instinct. I know you didn't try and do it. I know you didn't try and do it, man. Yeah. Anyway, I took care of all the loose ends when you ran down the flight of steps. Left me holding the bag. Yeah. So your secret is safe with me, Freak. Has been and always will be. Safe from that same morality clause that you threw in my face when I was banned from your NBA life. So, next time you want to talk about food, remember, when Dirt Bike Donnie looked at you like food, who was it that saved the day? Me! It was me! Victor Van Leer, who cleaned your dirty plate for you! You're a clean freak. You're cleaning in the Board of Health. 'Cause of who? 'Cause of me. You got all this because of me. And don't you ever forget that. Oh, man. Hey, I just thought of something so funny. You gonna get a kick out of this. You gonna get a kick out of this. Yo, I need you to ask you for one more favor.
Yeah, that's hilarious, bruh. That's hilarious.
Hey, it might be the last favor I ever ask of you, but you gotta admit that's really fun.
Yeah, of course. Anything for FOF.
Oh, hey, says the NBA megastar, his voice dripping with the sarcasm. Hey, yo, peep this. Let me borrow this here ride, man. Hey, come on. It's not like you're gonna miss it. It's just gonna sit in your Tribeca garage next to your Aston Martin and your Lambo, and we both know they're collecting dust. Yo, how many whips you got anyway?
Man, come on.
Yeah, you're right. I don't even want to know. Yo, this ride is for sure an aphrodisiac for all the hottie hots. Man, we living the life, man. My main man, Frequency Vibrations. We for sure living the dream.
I need this back at the end of the season in the same condition. Repeat, same condition.
Same condition.
That I lent it to you. Pristine, Vic.
I know what that word means. Hey, I won't let you down, man. I'm gonna treat this ride like one of my own hottie hots.
No, you not. Not in this car, you not. No.
All right, man. I won't let you down, okay? I will change my ways, I promise. Yo, you hungry? I'm hungry, man. Let's go get something to eat, man. Let's get some grub. Huh? What do you say? What do you say?
Wow.
Freak, I didn't expect you to be here.
Coach let practice out early.
You okay? What's going on?
Same old, same old.
Wow, your shoulders are really tight. Are they stressing you out again?
Yeah.
Well, you know you always got me, right? I'm always gonna be here. Baby, I'm your ride or die. And as quiet as it's kept, you and I are the real Team Freak.
Of course. Word of my mom's. I never had this feeling with any other woman in my life. And she gave me a different feeling, which was something I fell in love with. I never asked her to be my girlfriend. It just became that. You could tell when we started falling, like, I get a text message and she's, who is that? Or give me knowledge about anything. I'm already attracted to you as a person. I love learning, and she was very intellectual, and she's a very strong woman. And in this life,
This season hasn't gone the way we planned. But tonight, we've got an opportunity to affect the playoff race. These guys need the win, and we're standing in their way. So this game means something. And I intend to go out there and show them everything I got. Spoiler alert.
One of the most important monuments in the nation, the War Memorial. We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Pacer fans are making noise here in downtown Indianapolis, Indiana. Taking a look at Toronto. 10 games back from the top spot. They're still jockeying for position.
And I think for Toronto,